This Ages of Adam presentation video extends calendar lunar-solar intercalary plans. The foremost tie between Jewish and Mayan calendars is a minor approximation from 209 days to 210 days lunar-solar separation time. For the Jewish calendar, a 19-year cycle has always been in effect. The Jewish calendar is the oldest continuous lunar-solar calendar known. The heart of the Jewish calendar rests with the Metonic 19-year lunar-solar cycle. In 19 years, the total lunar-solar separation time is about 209 days. We multiply 19 years by 11 days lunar-solar separation per year to get 209 days of lunar-solar separation time. You can find equation 3 on page 18 in Ages of Adam. The Jewish calendar distributes 209 days over 19 years by inserting 7 extra months. Every 2 or 3 years, the extra month, second Adar, usually alternates 29 or 30 days. 7 months reinforce the sacred 7-day week. The Jewish calendar inserts intercalary days based upon lunar months. This pattern is a basic description of the Jewish calendar. Precise calculations are more complex. Several Jewish calendar holidays are feast times that date from the Exodus. Passover commemorates freedom from Egyptian slavery for Jewish people. Some festivals, such as the Feast of Weeks, were agrarian and marked harvest times. God ordained the Jewish New Year and Day of Atonement along with other directives given to Moses. Sabbath days were set aside to honor the Lord and be a day of rest. This continuous chain of sacred 7-day weeks marks Sabbath days. Sabbath days have preserved the 19-year lunar-solar cycle with the required 209 days of lunar-solar separation time throughout history. Original calendar observation is inherent to ancient Jewish lore. Lunar-solar calendars of other cultures share related attributes. The use of a 19-year lunar-solar calendar cycle was not limited to Judaism. Assyrian, Chinese, Babylonians, Greeks, and other cultures practiced similar intercalations. The Jewish calendar involves a basic timekeeping procedure crucial to understanding ancient calendars. Sabbath 7-day weeks start the concept of numerical matching. We see the sacred number 7 describing first the 7-day week, then 7 months of the Jewish 19-year lunar-solar cycle, and ultimately 7 years in a Sabbath year week. Shorter 7-day weeks were traditionally contained within longer 7-year weeks. Other calendars dependent upon lunar-solar cycles carried the practice of numerically matching X number of days with X number of years. Nineteen-year lunar-solar calendar cycles always had 7 intercalary months, or about 209 days, inserted to synchronize lunar and solar sides of the calendar. Intercalary rules were a holy secret in ancient Judaism. Only the elect of the priesthood shared guarded information. Supernatural powers were associated with these intercalary patterns. In the time of Moses, Jewish leaders practiced 7-year weeks or cycles of 7 years each to make 49 years. Following the 49-year prelude, the next year marked a 50-year Jubilee cycle. The 50-year Jubilee was an extension of the 19-year lunar-solar cycle and final year leading to social renewal. Numerical matching of X number of days with X number of years was a recurring theme with ancient calendars. Similar Mayan and Egyptian calendars, slightly modified technique, approximating 209 days toward 210 days of lunar-solar separation time, establishes original calendar length with the begat genealogy of Adam in Genesis chapter 5. The approximation amounts to 210 days of separation per 20-year lunar-solar calendar cycle. Religious elect of society maintained the calendar. Worship conveyed supernatural channels arising from lunar-solar calendars. Times were subordinate to kings and gods. Lunar and solar time splits were inherent by intercalation. We are calling attention to a minor computation regarding time in the grand scheme. Estimating only one whole number day over entire 19-year lunar-solar cycles bridges that gap to conclude with 20-year lunar-solar cycles. Remember the context of ancient observers. No telescopes, no computers or calculators, no satellites, and to them the Earth was flat. Including modern daily fractions does not appreciably change results. Adapting 210 days of lunar-solar separation over the course of 20 years adds one day. Numbers are a universal language that allows transference to Mayan and related calendar systems. Remote Middle Eastern history bonds with Mesoamerican civilization via calendar science. Retrace ancient avenues with time emits in the next Ages of Adam video. We develop more calendar tools from the Mayans. Tools and terminology provide the essential ramp to reach remote Bible prehistory. Antediluvian observers impart to us a conduit, I speculate, that may well be in excess of 5,000 years old. These are the nuts and bolts that explain how time is put together.